people were calling this the biggest moment, sir, that happened in wrestling, and you vehemently disagree and have reasons why.
Expound. They are wrong. People were like, this is a bigger heel turn than Hogan. You were probably 5 years old when that happened, or you weren't around for the Hulkamania era. Here's why the Hogan was better. Because with Cena, you predicted it.
I did.
You knew that was a possible outcome. Mm-hmm. You knew all that buildup, like, well, someone's got to be the heel in that match. So you knew that it was possible. Mm-hmm. I thought it was unlikely, but I knew it was possible.
I nailed it.
When Hogan did it, that came from nowhere. Hogan wasn't even on the card. Yeah. He just showed up, and he was coming in his red and yellow to save the day.
Yes.
And then he turned, and it was like nobody saw that coming ever. Yeah. Some really smart people saw John Cena's turn coming.
But even then, like, I'll throw this out when we're going to get to this in a bit with the Elimination Chamber for the women.
Yes, sir.
The opening part is you got Liv versus Naomi.
Yeah,
and then Jade comes in, and she's wearing black. Mm-hmm. And Naomi and Bianca are wearing white. And it's like, oh, God, wonder where this is going. Yeah, exactly. I've never seen a noir film. Yeah. I can't guess that the bad guy's in black. Like, at least, like, even the Hogan thing, too, it's like he's coming out in his McDonald's red and yellow.
Even though Bobby the Brain Heenan almost gave it away, when you watch that come, they got so mad at him because he's walking down the aisle and Heenan goes, "Is he the third man?" And I was like, "Shut up, dude! Shut up!
Let it happen!
Shut up!"
So, of course he's not. You know what I mean? But I think the other part of your point, the shock of it was the reaction of the crowd.
Yeah.
The trash that was in the ring for Hulk Hogan. Yeah, man. And
people
hearing
cheered
him.
Cena.
Yes, they loved it.
Nobody cheered Hogan when
Nobody did that.
And Hogan, as big of a star as John Cena is, he is nowhere close as big a star as Hulk Hogan was when Hulk Hogan was on top in the 80s.
That's fair.
Everybody knew Hulk Hogan before he did movies. Hulk Hogan was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1984.
Yeah.
Before he was ever in movies.
Rocky III, baby.
Like, different era.
Yeah.
Like, it's not social media and all this, 300 cable channels that need to have programming. It was 1985, and everybody, like, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant got 73,000 people to Detroit to watch a match.
Yeah.
That was unheard of.
Unheard of, bro.
So as big of a star as John Cena is, not even sniffing where Hulk Hogan was, as far as, like, kids growing up just loving that, and then to have him do that turn that nobody saw, it's not even close.
I think also, too, that sparked Hogan's second act.
Exactly. That's another.
I mean, look at the shirt that Greg is wearing. Yes. Look how effing cool Hollywood Hulk Hogan is. Cool, and when was Hogan's heel turn?
1996.
Okay, this kid not born.
Yeah.
At all.
Jesus.
I know.
This one's not watching.
I know Hollywood Hulk Hogan because
you're making me feel old.
You're so welcome. I remember Hollywood Hogan
senior in high school. You jerk.
I'm so sorry. Hey, you could be my dad.
I could. God, I'm not, but I could.
Go.
Anyways, I'm then watching wrestling when I'm like 3 or 4 because my grandpa's the best and showing me wrestling at that age. But I'm watching Hollywood Hogan on WWF Raw hitting Rock with a hammer, and he's still like the coolest, the baddest, the meanest. Like he was able to take this character and embrace it. That's my thing with Cena is he's not on WWE selling this. He's not gonna probably have a cool look. I mean, Cena's a 40-year-old who's balding wearing jorts.
He should get the Hogan. He should get the Hogan. Just shave it off the top and get the hair down. Like lean into it.
Yeah. So like I just don't know if Cena's gonna be able to sell this like Hogan.
No.
The moment itself, I think is possibly debatable. But I think even to your point, like Hogan's was more of a shock factor. But Hogan is absolutely going to be the better heel.
It resurrected his career and gave him another decade of dominance.
It's true.
Where this is Cena on the way out. He does it. Hey, let's try something new to get people care. It's my last run. Where Hogan, people had forgotten about Hogan at that point.
Yeah.
They were sick of it. Yeah. And then he came out and boom, you could argue that Hollywood Hogan for a short period of time was just as popular as Hulkamania Hogan ever was.
You can argue that.
When Hulk Hogan turned heel and started wearing the black and white, wrestling got cool again.
Yeah.
People were wearing NWO shirts everywhere.
It's true.
Well, and
it led to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it led to the WWE changing and the ad. If Hulk Hogan never goes heel, you'd never have the Attitude Era.
And to that too, he kills Hollywood Hogan, after rocking Hogan at WrestleMania 17, where he comes in as the heel, and they just love him so effing much that he turns into the
Such
face.
a great
Like
match.
that's where he just kind of epitomized himself as a legend. Obviously Hulk Hogan was a legend before that, but like
I know what you're saying.
That just put it together like
It
the
was
greatest
so
wrestling
organic.
career of all time.
There's a great story that he tells that because that was in Toronto where Elimination Chamber was, that they had, and the next night they were in Montreal for Raw, and like he actually had to like call his son to fly up his red and yellow gear because nobody had expected that. They wanted him to go back to that, so he was like, I need you to get on a plane and bring that gear to Montreal so I could wear it. Wow. Because they had never, that whole match was changed in the ring. It's such a cool thing to watch how it changes. And they literally changed his trajectory and his storyline because of that match.
That's true. It happened, ladies and gentlemen. And Sean, by the way, I'd be honored if you were my son.
We all silly like the mayor.